Welcome back to Savage Showdowns. This week we will be returning to the battle arena. This week in the battle arena, we have a showdown of two massive avian-like predators, the terror bird and the Utah raptor. But first, if you like this content, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps the channel out. First off, let's look at the terror bird. Size. Terror birds could stand 10 feet tall and weigh up to 1 ton, depending on the species, their build growing more vertically than horizontally. Strength. Terror birds were powerful predators, using their talons and hooked beaks to tear apart their prey, even stabbing the hook of their beak into their prey's skull and body. They could pin smaller prey to the ground with their power, and then use their powerful necks to essentially stab larger prey items to death with their beak. Speed. Terror birds could run at speeds reaching up to the mid-50-mile-per-hour range, while some species may have gotten into the 60s, though these were not usually the largest species. Stealth. Terror birds were not believed to be very stealthy, but they were fast and powerful, allowing them to chase down prey even if it knew they were coming. Weapons and armor. For weapons, the terror bird had a beak which grew up to almost 2 feet long and ended in a powerful pointed hook that could be used for both stabbing and tearing. In addition, the terror bird had large feet with 3 claws built with the durability to run at high speeds and restrain prey. Given the strength of their legs they were attached to, they likely could have done some serious damage with these as well, similar to modern-day ostriches, even if they weren't the primary weapon. A terror bird's armor consisted of its size, some scalation, especially on their legs, as well as feathers. None of these are particularly noteworthy, but as a powerful predator, the terror bird likely utilized a strategy of the best defense is a good offense. So how does the famous Utah raptor stack up? Size. Utah raptors were among the largest members of the raptor family, growing 23 feet long, 5 feet tall, and weighing just shy of a ton, though some estimates put them smaller, closer to the 1,100-pound range. Strength. Utah raptors had powerful legs that allowed them to produce long, deep gashes when they kicked, which is believed to be their primary method of attacking. Its bite force is poorly studied, but given the nature of its teeth, it likely used them more for tearing than for crushing or gripping. Speed. The Utah raptor was not particularly fast among its family, with speed estimates ranging from 15 to 25 miles per hour. For this fight, we will use 20 miles per hour as a happy medium. Stealth. Utah raptor was believed to be incredibly stealthy, using impressive pack techniques and stealth while hunting. Weapons and armor. In terms of weapon, the Utah raptor had short serrated teeth, as well as shorter claws on its forearms. However, its primary weapon was the large sickle-shaped claw on its feet, growing up to 15 inches long. The armor of the Utah raptor likely consisted of scalation as well as feathers. This likely provided some mild protection from slashes, but not from punctures. I specified this because with the Utah raptor, but not the terror bird, because the scalation it has was likely tougher and may provide some defense against the terror bird's weapons, even if the terror bird's armor won't provide the same defense against the Utah raptor's weapons. But who wins? Let's find out. Our arena will be a grassy plain with some interspersed shrubs. Our two predators are both wandering around, looking for prey. The raptor stalked quietly, the terror bird making much more noise. The Utah raptor becomes aware of the terror bird first and begins to stalk closer. The large terror bird is not used to being prey and isn't looking out for predators as the raptor stalks closer. Eventually, once it's in range, the raptor charges the large bird, seeking to pounce on the bird so it can utilize its toe claw. The terror bird notices the raptor charging and is being much faster, is able to avoid the attack. The two predators square up, both doing threat displays, spreading their upper limbs and making noise. The terror bird breaks this standoff by charging, attempting to pin the raptor under its foot since it's much taller. However, as soon as it places its foot on the raptor, it realizes this creature is too big to pin to the ground and jumps off, narrowly avoiding the raptor's foreclaws as they swipe at it. The terror bird isn't done. It knows how to take down prey close to its size and sometimes even larger, charging again, attempting to leverage its beak. It charges straight and swings its head down at the raptor's skull. At the same time, the raptor pounces at the taller bird's neck. The result is the terror bird inflicting a deep stabbing wound in the raptor's upper back and shoulder area, and the raptor grabbing and then releasing the terror bird's neck, causing some mild damage with its serrated teeth. The two predators square up again, both with wounds, but the raptor's being more severe. This time the raptor charges, and it attempts to get around and pounce onto the terror bird. The terror bird charges back. The two predators end up jumping at each other in the air. The longer legged and slightly heavier terror bird manages to force the raptor to the ground, now pinning it under its foot. The terror bird begins to rear back and slams its beak into the raptor's torso. However, as it rears back for another strike, it feels a sharp pain across its chest and abdomen, followed by some hot liquid on its feet. In its shock and pain, it jumps off the raptor, very confused. The raptor stands up, drenched in a mix of its own blood and that of the terror bird. However, also on the raptor and on the ground between them is a long string of intestines. The raptor, while pinned on the ground, was given the perfect opportunity to use its 15-inch toe claw and powerful legs, cutting deep into the terror bird's torso and abdomen, since the bird assumed its safety once its opponent was pinned to the ground. The terror bird stumbles a few steps before collapsing, dead. Utah raptor wins. The raptor's ability to attack while pinned to the ground, as well as the terror bird's lack of knowledge about its opponent, being the deciding factors for this battle. That said, a large part of this battle was luck. The terror bird seemed in control most of the fight, and only lost at the very end. Had the terror bird hit a more vital area with either its beak strikes, this battle likely would have turned out very differently. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to suggest any future fights you would like to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Savage Showdown.